subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
All right, I'm back. What's up, guys? I am back. I am back up. Thank you guys for being patient and holding out. Yeah, my internet at the crib just started going in and out. I don't know what's going on. And I was chopping it up, and we're about to get some good calls in here, and then my everything went dead. But I'm here. I'm here. My internet is still tripping us out. So I'm just using my cellular data right now. So we're in here. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. So give me a retweet. Let everybody know that we are indeed back up. We are indeed back up, ladies and gentlemen. And we had that one guy. I was ready for him. Oh, man, I wanted to hear what he had to say. That white guy who called up. If you can call back in, sir, that would be great. That would be absolutely phenomenal. If you can call back in, I would like to hear what you have to say. I would love to hear what you had to say. But nevertheless, we were discussing earlier, talking about the ramifications and the backlash and some of the feedback from the Charlie Kirk situation. Family, you know what we're seeing now? Speaking of ramifications, there was some alleged lynchings that happened down in Mississippi, family. Have y'all heard about these things? There were some alleged lynchings that happened in Mississippi. What are the name of the places? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me look up these towns real quick, family. Y'all bear with me one second. What is it? What is it? What is it? Trying to see. Okay, well, I can't find nothing now. Okay. I cannot find the towns. Hold on. Okay, here it is. So yeah, one is Grenada, Mississippi, and the other one, where's the other guy? It was two guys. One brother named Trey Reed and another guy named Corey Zukatis. Corey Zukatis. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And Trey Reed, 21-year-old black student from Grenada, Mississippi. He was attending Delta State University. His body was found at 7 a.m. Monday, September 15th. His body was hanging from a tree on the campus of the school. The coroner's out there saying, well, there were no lacerations, no contusions, no compound fractures. So they're already talking about there's no evidence of foul play. They always say that. There are some reports, though, that some bones were broken. So there's conflicting reports. There are some people saying that his bones were broken. So it's very interesting. Now, the other gentleman, the black guy, Corey Zukatis, he's a 35-year-old man. They said he was homeless, but he was from Brandon, Mississippi. They said his body was found hanging from a tree in a wooded area off of Washington Street in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Same day, September 15th. This was at 1:30 p.m. Now the authorities there, they're speculating, saying, well, we don't know if it was a suicide or homicide. We don't know. Yeah. So they do the whole it was a suicide or we don't know, we're going to investigate. And then you don't hear nothing. Now, many people believe, family, or many people are asking, they're asking, could this be some type of retaliation for Charlie Kirk? Is this the white supremacists trying to retaliate for what went down with Charlie Kirk? Because as we know, they are targeting black people, especially black people on college universities, on college campuses. As you know, the HBCUs were being threatened. These white supremacists are showing up antagonizing black people on other college campuses, and if black people react and mock them back, the black people are getting expelled. So there's an antagonism specifically towards black people because of this Charlie Kirk situation, which we had nothing to do with. But again, they feel that the ancestral spirit realm from foundational black Americans is whooping their asses spiritually, so they want to come at us physically. You understand? So is there a possibility that this could be a retaliation because of Charlie Kirk? Because see, the white supremacists, they believe in blood debt rituals. They have a long history of responding to perceived attacks on their leadership with some kind of symbolic act of retaliation. So, they're going old school. This could possibly be just an old school lynching, which is a form of retaliation. It could be seen as a coded message, like a blood for blood thing, because they keep trying to tie us into the Charlie Kirk thing. And again, even the hanging, that's a symbolic retaliation, the method of hanging, that historic legacy tied to white supremacy and racial terror in the South. That could be used to send a psychological public message. And see, this is what will happen if one of ours fall. And also, this kind of echoes there was a lot of lynchings and retaliation hangings from 2020 after the George Floyd uprising. There were a lot of black men who were found hanging in trees around the United States, and they were sitting up here talking about it was suicide, you know? So a lot of people then were saying, okay, were these little retaliatory acts? Because black folks rising up on these white supremacists, they can't handle that. But what they do, they can catch us slipping by ourselves somewhere. See, that's their strong point. Ambushing black folks who are in small numbers or by themselves. That's their specialty. That's what all these police killings are about. Finding some black person and getting them cornered off, and then you can ambush them. You see? And, this whole thing in Mississippi, these brothers getting found in trees, this is coming at a time where Charlie Kirk is being positioned as some kind of fallen hero. And the discovery of these hangings during a week of this heightened political rhetoric, see, a lot of laws are being proposed against people who celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. So this can be a part of a broader reactionary campaign with these white supremacists. This is this these lynchings are used as intimidation acts to suppress any kind of dissent. And this down in Mississippi, especially Mississippi, they got a long documented history of Klan affiliated law enforcement and Klan judges. Mississippi is known for that. So it ain't far fetched to imagine that certain people in the shadows, certain people in law enforcement out there, they're little white supremacist buddies out here doing stuff and they're helping them cover it up. Remember down there in Mississippi, they put some it was some white men they had to put in jail. These white men were racially antagonizing people, going up in people's houses and beating on them and buck breaking them, sodomizing them and stuff. I mean, this is recent. They had to put some white supremacists in jail who was in law enforcement down there in Mississippi. But here's the thing. They keep saying that all of these brothers found hung in trees, oh, it's a suicide, it's a suicide. Then you don't hear nothing else about it. Family, you notice what you never see? They never show you any surveillance footage. Now, this one brother, Trey, he was found dead on a college campuses. You know good and well there's some cameras around. Whenever black folks get found hanging somewhere, they never show any surveillance of how they got up there. There's cameras everywhere, as we saw when Charlie Kirk got shot. A couple of days later, they had all types of camera footage of the suspect. They had him getting on the roof, getting off the roof. They had him shooting. They had him all. They found all the footage. They showed him walking through neighborhoods. They showed the ring cameras of people's homes. They went and confiscated people's ring cameras, and they had a whole pattern of him. They showed him the shirt he was wearing. Then they did an enhanced AI um, picture clarification just to show a closer look at what he looked like. So yeah, they have cameras out here. They never have cameras of the damn suspected lynchings, though, do they? They never have camera footage. If they committed suicide, there would be some camera footage of them throwing a rope up there and hanging themselves. If that were there, they would release it. And best believe there's footage. There's camera footage everywhere. The eyes are always watching. So yeah, I don't believe these are suicides, and they know it. That's just the go-to lie they like to put out there now. So it's some deep stuff out here. Let me get some more people in the building. Everybody raise your hand, please. If you can raise your hand, that would be absolutely phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. If you could raise those hands, let's get you all up in here. All right, let's get Mr. What's your name? Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan in the building. Mr. Khan in the building. Mr. Khan. Unmute your microphone, sir.
Hello, Mr. Tariq Nasheed. I enjoy listening to your spaces. I just wanted to ask you a question.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It may be a very banal, cliche topic, but I hope you could answer this because I always had some curiosity. So a lot of people argue that, like the Civil Rights Act of 1964, it outlawed like legal segregation and many other things. But some critiques say, even among like the black, like identitarian people like Malcolm X, say that like the Civil Rights Act did not address the wealth gap or repair like generational harm caused by like Jim Crow, et cetera, et
Right.
cetera.
Right.
So, from your perspective, I would like to ask, like, do you believe the Civil Rights Act kind of unintentionally created a framework where kind of symbolic equality was basically prioritized over tangible economic justice? Yeah, that's my question.
Right, right. Yeah, it to a certain degree, yeah, there were some gains there, but the problem was um the economics that we should have gotten tangibles. We should have gotten more tangibles. They kept using the term segregation. See, we were under white supremacist domination. We got to use, this is why we got to use the right words. They kept using segregation, segregation, segregation. And what's the opposite of segregation? Integration. So integration is okay, let me go in your store, let me go here, let me go there. So it was good that we were able to get access in public places where we pay taxes. That was very important. But the thing is, we should have been getting the bag. We shouldn't be getting the money. Now, when the Brown versus Board of Education situation happened, initially, that was about money. It was about, hey, we need the same financial resources as the white schools. If you're going to have separate schools, you talk about separate but equal. It's not equal. Give us the money. When we started asking for money, they said, no, 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 we'll let some of you come to the schools. So it became about integration. Now, here's the thing. After the Civil Rights Act was passed, whether the first one, Dr. King realized, hey, we got to get this paper. So Dr. King got on a reparations kick. He started talking about, yeah, we're going to go back to Washington, D.C. This time we're going to get a check. That's when they took him up out of here. You understand?
Oh yeah, that was a very yeah, substantial answer. If I could ask you just one more question.
Yeah.
So if so, what would like a proper civil rights act tailored specifically to Black Americans look like today, according
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very good question. See, what we have to do, not fall for the trick bags they did in 64. In 64, they played a Jedi mind trick. They said, yeah, we're going to make everything equal and we're going to uplift minorities. They threw that minority word out there. That's the word that tripped us up. They really kicked us in the ass with that because they understood that they could manipulate it later on down the line. So they said, and now if we're gonna make everything equal, let's not just do it for blacks. Let's just do it for all marginalized people, all minorities, handicapped, Jewish, Asian, Hispanics, everybody, and also let's make white women minorities. Before 64, white women were not minorities. They made white women minorities specifically for that civil rights bill. And then they started getting all the affirmative action benefits, even to this day. DEI, affirmative action, most of the beneficiaries are white women. So what we have to do now is what we're doing now. We're being very specific. We're being lineage based specific. We're saying, hey, we need things for our lineage. Our lineage has been harmed. We're not doing the lift all boat thing because that has bitten us in the ass. We're saying we need specific, tangible benefits for foundational Black Americans. So that's where we are right now. That makes sense?
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for your answer. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much. That's right. Lineage matters. It's very important to focus on the lineage. Very, very important. All right, but we back in here. We got a lot of folks in here. We are back in the building. Let's get well, we got a lot of folks in here. Who should I get? Let's get Jay. Let's get Jay Anthony. Let's get brother Jay in here. Mr. Jay, hop on in, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, Jay? What's going on with it, man?
Good, man. I'm just getting off work. I'm glad I can catch this. I actually, you had something up about, I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe. It was a question that you had asked. I believe it was on the post of which ideology was better for Black folk. You remember that post?
I can't remember. I post so much stuff. I don't.
Okay, you probably got a minute, but long story short, it was either between the Democrats and the conservatives or something like that. And I think you were more so on the side of the conservatives based on how you were wording the post or something else that you had said. But the problem that I have right now is that inside of the Black conservative media, there is nothing but the space only shows a bunch of Black people. I feel we've been historically conservative, but what you see in the media right now with all like the main ones that are popular, like the Aquarius Waves, the Candace Owens, the Anton Daniels, and I think conservative ideology is really what's best for Black people. But it's kind of, I think there's a conflict right now because you have all of these like these Blacks that are saying that they're conservative, but really they're just white apologists.
Right.
And so you can see where I'm going with this is how do we get the conservative, if you are a conservative, that ideology pushed more so that future Blacks can start infiltrating the parties. Because I think both parties really don't care about us until we start to infiltrate them and have either party, whether you're Democrat or conservative, be pro-Black that actually supports the Black community from whatever angle you want to look at it.
Right. And a very good question. And then this is what my answer has always been. Both parties are the same. They're both full of white supremacists. So that's why I don't have an allegiance to a particular party. If one group says something that I'm rocking with, okay, I'm feeling them for the moment. I'm a I'm a fair weather voter. See, Foundation Black, we've been too damn loyal. We get the Democrats did something for us in the 60s, and we've been loyal ever since, just like LBJ said. He said, hey, I'm going to have those Negroes voting Democrats for the next 60 years. And he was absolutely right. We ain't got to be loyal to these people after they've undermined us. We can look at other options, and we don't have to be loyal to them either. We have to get around these other groups and these political parties and get what we need to get out of them. Yeah, what's love got to do with it? I ain't trying to hug and the kumbaya and all that skinning and grinning. No, what am I going to get? What are some of the benefits and the tangibles I'm going to get? We just got to be about business. They come around us and everything is party time. See, they know that. They're like, look, all we got to do with Black folks is just give them a couple of hugs and talk about soul food and play some soul music and dance and go to a couple of churches and bring some pies and oh, we got them. You see, so we're getting off that. We're getting off that vibe, and we're starting to say, hey, we need some lineage-based tangibles. Let's get Brandon. What's up, Brandon? Mr. Brandon?
Oh, my bad. My mic was muted. My phone. Two quick things. Do you have a possible release date for Hidden Color 6?
Not yet, because yeah, we're in the middle of editing right now. So yeah, not at all. The trailer, we should have the trailer by by November. I think we'll have the trailer out by November though.
I will be reviewing the film. And next
Oh,
thing is, I know you heard of Dr. Amos Wilson.
oh yeah.
Have you ever thought about hosting a book club on your channel for his Black Power book? I just got the book the other day. It's like over 800 pages, and I would definitely tune into that.
Yeah, I might do something like that in the future. That's a possibility. But thank you for the call, brother. Let's get PM in here.
What up, brother?
What's up? How you doing, man?
All right. I just wanted to touch back on the point of like our political loyalty. I just feel like it's absurd to even do that. Like that's what politics is for, to get the people to do what we need them to do.
Yeah.
So, anytime you picking only one person's side, they're going to take advantage of you.
Yes, that's true. That's why we got to show them we ain't gonna just be loyal to a fault. Yeah, we'll look at our other option. We'll look at other things we can get into.
When there is stank on the streets, there's only one man who will bring the heat.
Hey, Rootwork Jones, why you gotta split, sugar?
These musty jive turkeys think it's a game out here. I gotta get out here and show them I mean business. Can you dig it?
None of these smelly suckers can relax, because Rootwork Jones is back. Is the return of Dolomust, the Sultan of Stank. His mission? To turn Harlem into a musty mecca.
I'm going to plant a must bomb in Harlem. When it detonates, everyone in Harlem will be musty.
Rootwork Jones has to shake up the block. He has a limited time before the bomb drops.
Word on the street is Dolomus's men planted a bomb in a Cadillac in Harlem.
Thanks, mama.
Can Rootwork Jones find the bomb before it explodes?
Where is the Cadillac with the must bomb, sucker?
Or will the city go into musty mode?
There's a couple blocks over that way.
Rootwork Jones is behind the wheel, socking stanky suckers all in their grills. Come see Rootwork Jones in Musty Inferno. Go to rootworkstyle.com for more info. Sucker.